What is up, my collectors? It is your boy Reeferino, and today we are unboxing the SH Figure Arts Sasuke Uchiha, he who bears all hatred. Man, I've been waiting so long to get this figure, and I finally got him. So I am just ridiculously hyped to unbox and review and do so much with this guy. I'm just, oh my god, dude, I'm shaking in excitement. This is so crazy.
We are gonna look back on this memory fondly.
I regret knowing you every day of my life.
I was planning to get him next month, but what happened is I found a website called Little Thingamajigs. It's like some store based in Virginia and Maryland that was having a buy one, get one 50% off action figures. I ended up getting Sasuke for 50% off with the purchase of another more expensive SHF. But yeah, I'm just super stoked that I finally got this boy in hand. Alright, there we go. Tape removed. This guy. I'm not the biggest Sasuke fan in the world, but I've just been so hyped to get this guy. It's, like, ridiculous. And with him, I'm able to complete Team 7, so, you know, the more the merrier. Oh, okay, all the faces just flipped over. Here he is, guys. Oh my goodness gracious, this is so cool. Wow. This is just so cool. I can't believe I have him finally. There was no plastic wrap around his waist, which I find a little bit odd, but, you know, I have the boy. We're going to fade in, fade out, so I don't have to do the rest of this review on this blue couch, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, and so we have Sasuke Uchiha outside of the packaging. I'm back in my home, and I must say I've had this guy for quite a bit now. He's probably one of my favorite Naruto figures in the line. More on that later. First, we'll get into appearance, and there's not too much to say about appearance with this guy. It's pretty, you know, self-explanatory. It's Sasuke from his appearance in the war arc. There's one little thing that bugs me is there's a slight discoloration in the chest from the neck and headpiece. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's a little bit of annoying. But otherwise, they really got him spot on. Like, I don't really have any complaints here. He looks like Sasuke, and it's so cool. So we'll get straight into articulation, starting with the head. The head can move down a great amount. It can't really look up a lot because of this collar piece right here, but you know, side to side, it's all good. It's on a double ball peg. We love to see it. Arms can go all the way 360, which is great. And they can go up about this side. He can T-pose and then some. Double bicep bend. I think this is a bicep swivel. I don't really know what you call this. And then the butterfly joints, he can extend those arms a lot. He can even cross his arms. The ab crunch, he can look back quite a bit here, look down, pretty good. It's just a little hindered by this thing, obviously, which we're gonna get into that right now. So with this cape piece, you might look at it and be like, oh my god, he's not gonna be able to move his legs. You would be wrong. So the way you can move his legs is you just pretty much just move the skirt piece up like this. It's a very flimsy plastic. It's like almost bendy. I don't know what you call it, like rubber. It's rubbery plastic, but it's not rubber. Anyways, you could just move it out of the way as you want to move the legs up, or you just not even move it at all. See, like I can get the leg movement up pretty well without even having to lift the skirt piece up. The skirt piece just moves with the legs, similar to Naruto's articulation. So double bend at the knee. God, that looks so cool. And then I think you can get it to move back quite a bit as well. Let's see. Yeah, move back is pretty hecking well as well. And then foot articulation, toe bend, we love to see it. And then also the skirt knot piece here is articulated. This bar can go up and around. This can go 360 in case you want to get some like air shots. Articulation on this guy is freaking flawless. I love it. Yeah, there's really nothing to complain about here. I mean, this kind of gets a little loose and flimsy a little bit, but it's not really bad. Like, it's a little flimsy, but otherwise it's fine. The legs on this Sasuke, mine move like a little too well, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like they're not tight enough. I don't know if that's with every Sasuke, but I'm honestly not complaining because even if the legs are like a little bit loose, it kind of is canceled out by the fact that there's this skirt piece kind of blocking it just a little bit, so I feel like it cancels out. Okay, so far everything is pretty solid with this guy. So we're gonna get into the accessories, and oh my goodness gracious, he has so much. I'm gonna have so much fun. So there's this back piece right here. As you can see, I already took it out before I explained it. There's back piece right here that kind of just pops out. So there's this piece right here that you can take out and replace this piece right here. It is specifically to fit in his scabbard slash sword. So you just slide it in right there, and I don't even have to explain it. You pretty much just saw it. Now he's got a sword in his back. We might as well get into his other sword accessories here. And so he comes with 2 other pieces regarding his sword. So this is the sword sheath with the sword taken out of it. And then this is the sword sheath, like, taken out halfway. And so you can put it in here like so. So it looks like he's withdrawing his sword midway through battle. Or if you just want his sword out, you can take this piece off. And then you have this on his back and this in his hand. All right, now that we got the sword pieces out of the way, let's get into faces. So this is his neutral staring face. To swap out the faces, you just take off the hair like so, and then the face. I'm not going to take off the head just because, you know, there's not really any point to with this figure, but you can see the double ball peg right here. You take his new face right here, you pop it in like so, and then you take the hair so that he's not bald. And here you have Sasuke neutral expression, but with his Sharingan showing, and this is great. He has the 3-pronged Sharingan in his eyes, if you can't tell, and I think his mouth is slightly opened. This face is super great. Third faceplate for Sasuke, he has a teeth-gritting Sharingan expression, and you can tell that the Sharingans are a little bit different. I think those are his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. He gets these somewhere midway through Naruto Shippuden, and I love it, man. And then his final expression is a screaming face with one eye having the 3-pronged Sharingan and another eye having the Rinnegan. So, you know, this is definitely a face you want to use for, like, the end of Shippuden right here. It makes me wish we got more expressions with the Rinnegan in it, but it's not bad. 4 faceplates is enough for a figure of, like, $67. Like, it makes sense, I understand. But, man, I love these faceplates. There's literally nothing wrong with them. Alright, so now we'll get into hands, and I'll demonstrate how to pop off the hands right now. So, it's pretty simple. You just take the fist, you pull it off, there's the ball peg, and then you take another hand and you shove it in there. I think the holes in Sasuke's hand are a little too small for the peg, so you really have to try a little bit for a few extra seconds than you would a normal figure, and that's to keep the hand tighter for longer. Kakashi has a similar issue. I think it's just something they do for the more expensive Naruto figures. So this hand in specific is used to hold the sword as he's unsheathing it. Okay, so the way I normally do this is I put the piece in his hand and then I try to match it up with the scabbard right here. All right, there we go. So yeah, now you can kind of have Sasuke in his, like, pre-battle ready pose. Really bad A-word of him. This is just great. Including the sets of fists that he has on in the box. This right here, for instance, he comes with 6 pairs of hands, so quite a bit for a Naruto figure. And then this is the other hand he has for the holding of the sword, like so. These are his other set of hands for holding the sword. It's a closed thumb grip. We have these open palm hands. We have these grabbing hands, or like these closed palm hands. I don't know what you can call these. And then finally you have these closed palm. There's a lot of interesting hands that I'm probably not understanding the meaning to. I think these would actually be the relaxed hands. No jutsu hands. Why is that? Because Sasuke doesn't really use too much jutsu in Shippuden, so it kind of makes sense. And then there's one more accessory that I think is really cool that they included, and it's the Chidori effect. Oh my goodness gracious. We love to see it. Naruto has his Rasengan, and Sasuke has his Chidori. It's so freaking cool, man. And I think it's advertised to go onto the right hand, but it can really go on either of them. There's no difference in the ball peg. The hole is just kind of hard to spot there, so you kind of have to use some work in putting it in, as well as the fact to not hurt yourself with all the spikes and crap that's coming out of this thing. And so here we go. I got it to pop in after a few tries. Here is Sasuke with the Chidori. You can pretty much angle it like any way you want, just as it were a hand, because there's no hand in here. It just takes the place of the hand, as you saw when I removed it. For a $67 figure, I think comes with the perfect amount of accessories, and it's just, I don't have any words, man. It's just really well done, you know. Here's kind of everything laid out. This is pretty much everything you get. And yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired, like with the faceplates, you know, only one Rinnegan face, but it's not in a bad way. It just makes me excited to get more effects and pieces for this guy. Maybe they'll make a variation of Sasuke, like when he was fighting Itachi, and that'll come with more faceplates. I'm really excited for what the future has to hold in regards to Sasuke in the SHF line. Here we have Sasuke sitting next to all the other members of Team 7. So cool to finally have this team finished. And something I think is even cooler is that Kakashi can and use the Chidori effect and it is a substitute for the fact that this guy doesn't come with a lightning blade. A little bit of a complaint though with Sasuke is that he seems to be a little bit too short. Like, Naruto seems to be taller than him, and that is a little bit weird. I think they should have made Sasuke like a few centimeters taller. It's just weird. Next to Sakura, you're not really gonna get any issues because she was made to be really short. He doesn't scale well next to Naruto, but I'm pretty sure he'll scale well next to pretty much anyone else. Here he is staying next to some of the figures from the Dragon Ball Super superhero line. On the left, you have Goku. On Sasuke's right, you have Vegeta, and then Ultimate Gohan. So yeah, he's about the same height as Goku. Pretty much at eye level with him. Next to some JJK figures, though, he's going to look pretty short. On the left, we have Satoru Gojo, and then on his right, we have Yuji Itadori, and what's he doing here? Ugh.
Oh, what about me?
No, you're not in this episode.
Now getting into the final segment of this review, and probably the most important, as this is the part where I give each figure a number rating out of 10 points based on 5 different categories that I kind of structure these reviews around. If you disagree with any of my thoughts here, that's okay. This is just my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but these are my biased final thoughts. So the first category is appearance. I'm gonna give appearance a 2 out of 2 here. I really don't think there's anything wrong with this guy. I know that there's a bit of color miscoloration, whatever, near like the chest area, but otherwise, like, I can't really spot anything that looks bad here. The faceplates, oh my god, they're so hecking good. There's absolutely nothing else wrong with appearance, and yeah. Articulation is gonna get an easy 2 out of 2 from me. There's nothing this guy can't do, especially with that skirt piece you would think would hinder movement. It does not in the slightest. He is so freaking great. You can get him to kick, punch, you know, sword. It's just, I love it. Accessories, again, this guy is getting a 2 out of 2. He literally comes with pretty much everything you would want, except for some more Rinnegan faces, but honestly, considering this guy's price is like $60-something, it doesn't super matter that he only comes with one Rinnegan face, because he comes with 4 other faceplates, a heck ton of hands, and some sword pieces so you can recreate him unsheathing his sword and using it in battle, and Chidori. Like, that's so much, man. This guy leaves a lot to be desired in regards to like faceplates and other things you could give Sasuke though, but it's in a good way. It excites me to see what else that he will come with in the future in other versions of this character. Value for money, if it wasn't already obvious, I'm gonna give this guy a 2 out of 2. His base price right now, as long as he stays on the market, is gonna be like $68. I really think you're getting a lot for what you buy here. Again, it comes with a lot of accessories, super detailed, super articulated. There's really nothing terribly wrong with this guy, no bad quality control, so yeah, it's great. And then finally, to personal enjoyment, if this wasn't already obvious, I'm gonna give him a 2 out of 2. I am not a big Sasuke Uchiha fan. I think he has amazing character development across Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, but he is probably like bottom tier in terms of other Uchiha, because I freaking love Itachi. I love Madara. They're just both so cool to me. But Sasuke, it's like, he's not the coolest one, and he's kind of far from my favorite character as well. So I'm surprised how much I like this guy, given the fact that I don't super care about the character. Like, I enjoy the character, yeah. I mean, everybody, you know, is like, oh my god, Sasuke is so cool, you know. He's a great secondary protagonist, but it's just, he's not super special to me. But this figure, man, it's really just something else. And so totaling all those up, he pretty much got 100% on every category, so that's gonna lead to a 10 out of 10 figure. Yeah, this shouldn't really be surprising after everything I've said. Like, it should be fairly obvious. But yeah, no, this guy, he's just rad. I don't know how else to describe him. I would buy him if you were considering getting any of the Naruto characters. I think Naruto and Sasuke are like a staple that you need to have in your collections, even if you're not like collecting all the Naruto characters. If you're just Naruto fans, you gotta get my boy Naruto and Sasuke. Like, come on, these two go together. They're just so cool. If you like Naruto, man, these two are essential for any collection that you're trying to build. That's the end of the review, guys. So with that being said, have a good rest of your day, and I hope you found this informative. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy this video, leave a dislike and leave a comment telling me what I can improve upon. I made this channel to improve my knowledge on action figures and become more immersed in the action figure community, as I do like collecting and posing and doing stop motions with these boys. Got a few more of these reviews cooking on the back back burner here. We gotta get around to the, you know, a few others from here and here, and then a surprise figure that I don't think many people are expecting for the end of the year. So I'm pretty excited for the next few figure reviews. They're looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my collection. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!